Hello. 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 Hello.
This one go on again. This one go on again.
Actually aimed at ensuring continuity of these policies even beyond the present administration. I want to thank all civil servants and thank all political appointees, and let me use this opportunity again to say that the Education Development Trust Fund is not only for those of us in government. I want to call for support from the private sector. Companies that are operating, companies that have businesses in Bayelsa, individuals, leaders of our state, who are businessmen operating here and outside. This is for all of us to contribute a quota to creating a new world in our state and in our country. I want to welcome you all. Yesterday, we assembled to commission a very wonderful edifice known as the Governor's Office. One of the best in the country, yes. But it's not as important as the program for which we assembled today. I know that my government, as has been severally acknowledged, we have built roads, we have built hospitals. Hospitals that were not there before are now standing in every local government area of the state. A diagnostic center that is one of the best in this country. Because right now we have delivered on wonderful healthcare facilities. No Nigerian, no Bayelsa needs to travel out of Yenagoa to receive healthcare anymore. And we have introduced the compulsory health insurance scheme. And it is also funded with 5% of the state Ijaw. 5% of our state Ijaw also is dedicated to funding the Compulsory Education Development Trust Fund. But let me put it this way. The roads and bridges that we have built and will continue to build are not as important as the minds that we are all here to jointly build, incubate, and develop. Yesterday, as I said earlier, we commissioned a building, an iconic structure. But today, we are all assembled here to commission minds and to commission souls. We're all here to work together to develop the foundation, the most reliable foundation anyone can build, to deliver and ensure that we have a stable, progressive society. And that is why this government embarked on this revolutionary approach to education. We started by declaring an emergency in education. The reason our people are marginalized, the reason our people are not involved as much as they would like to be involved, is because maybe we too have not developed the critical mass of educated, competent, skilled professionals. And it is more and more competitive now. And so we have a duty to prepare the young minds for the more competitive society, more competitive workforce that awaits them. And that's why we started by building schools. There is no other school like this. I'm not aware of any. Actually, the carrying capacity of this school is about 2,000. 2,000 in boarding. And this is not a tertiary institution. Mind you, this is a secondary school. It's only a secondary school. And you have these schools, this local government has 3 of them. This one, the Ijaw National Academy, which is our elite institution for the training of future leadership of this state and of our country. You also have the Sports Academy at Asoma, which will kick off this month. And also the existing Kayama Grammar School has been designated a boarding compulsory model school with boarding capacity. And that is only in one local government, Kayama local government, Kolokuma Pokuma local government. The one in Ekeremo, for the first time, a boarding school in Ekeremo has started with between 300 to 500 students, boys as well as girls. The one in Ogbea is set to take off. The one in Brass is set to take off. The one in Southern Ijaw, Oporoma, has already started. And because of the challenges of literacy in that local government and the size, we have already completed another one at Okubie with a capacity for 300 to 500. And I've directed that another one be built also in the Puama area. And that is for Southern Ijaw. The one in Sabama is already set. And all these schools across our state, secondary schools, but if you enter there, if you get there, the facilities you will see, you will think you are in a tertiary institution. And the message we are passing today is a message of support for all our leaders, just like the chairman of Vocation and our father has said. The development and the future of our state must be anchored on human capacity building. That is the most enduring investment any one of us, anybody in a position of leadership can make. And let me at this point pause to thank our leader, chairman of Vocation, for establishing the school I attended, Government Secondary School, Torebeni, while he was commissioner for education. And I passed through it. And so let me also say, if you go to your school, that school you attended is one of the model schools. It is also a boarding school, like a tertiary institution. And those are the investments we have made. And so my message to our young people, you are clearly too young to know the challenges we are dealing with by providing these facilities and by making these investments. When you grow up, you will know that we had to do this even in the midst of a recession. Even now, month after month, the government provides money to buy school beds and foams and lockers and to buy uniform. All the uniform they are wearing now is provided by the government of the state. The laboratories are all equipped. And I was very proud when I walked into the lab, the physics laboratory the other day, and I saw young Bayelsans demonstrating practical physics lessons. That's the future of our state. Because whereas the roads and the bridges are important, in vain do we do all of these if we do not first invest in the human mind. That's the most important resource we have. And this government is bent on developing that potential to the fullest. I will say a few more things when we get into the hall, but let me also explain that this road, the road leading to this academy, has just been commissioned by our leader and father, General Govt, and it is my honor and pleasure to announce this road to commemorate and honor the sacrifices of a great educationist from outside the shores of this state, outside the shores of our country, who dedicated our life to scholarship, who dedicated our life to the development of the Ijaw language and culture. This road is named after Professor K. Williamson, now of blessed memory. And from now on, the address of the Ijaw National Academy will be off K. Williamson Drive, Kayama. Each one of these buildings, all the facilities will be named after our prominent icons. Again, to teach the lesson to our young ones that they should not aspire for anything less. And that when they do well, when they represent us well, there's a place of honor for everyone. And as I've always charged them, the girls as well as the boys, in all these schools, over 15 of them, boarding schools, funded freely by the state. And the other constituency schools we are building, 25, because we want to make it as close as possible to our people. I've told the children not to allow anyone tell them they're not good enough. I've told the children to simply aim as high as they can imagine, and then fly as much as they can. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming. I want to, at this point, call on the finance team to present to me the check I had already given them.